Well, the 2021 winner of the Exceptional Employer Award goes to GadellNet Consulting Services, an IT consulting services here in Indianapolis, one that has grown exponentially over the years. Nick Morelli is CEO of the company, and Nick joins us with more. Nick, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on the award.
I appreciate that so much. Good to be here.
Yeah. Give us a thumbnail description of GadellNet and what the company, the business model, what the company's all about.
Absolutely. We are a IT consulting company. We've got an office here in Carmel serving the Indianapolis and northern Indiana markets. What we do is we take care of small and medium businesses. At the foundation, we are a managed services company. So if your computer's not working, we are the people that you call. And then we've layered on cybersecurity. We do a lot of work around advisory services, consulting, compliance work, and really kind of that more fun stuff with technology. But at the end of the day, we just make sure the stack works for all of our employees.
And you know, really the growth has been exceptional. The company was founded in 2003. You came on board in 2010 as employee number 4. Fast forward to today, and you have over 150 employees. What's really been driving that growth?
You know, for us, again, and I'm not just saying this slightly biased with the Exceptional Employer Award, but I think at the end of the day, we've found really the best people. I mean, we are a technology solutions provider, but the medium with which we convey and sell and speak to technology is through humans. And I think really since the beginning, we've said, if we invest properly in humans, we are going to create a better experience for our clients and thus help them do their businesses better. So really, I think what we found is if we find the right people, those are individuals are connected with smart people, and those smart people come, and that's kind of how we've really grown. So I think we really invested in people. We actually only have one salesperson all in Indiana. So, you know, the story of growth from 4 to 150, you know, isn't because we spend tons of money on sales and marketing. I think the reality is we put those dollars towards our people, and then our clients are wonderful. They speak loudly, good and bad. And so they definitely share our story even better than we could.
Well, you talk about investing in people, or the quote unquote really good humans who you want those employees to be. You do so in many different ways. One kind of central issue, I think, is your pursuit and the fact that you are a certified B Corporation. Talk about what that means and why it's important to have that B Corp status.
Yeah, so B Corps for us, again, it puts us in the markets of companies like Allbirds and Patagonia, the ones that some of the big national podcasts, you hear a lot of their CEOs talking about kind of corporate responsibility and putting people over profits. And so we're in the company of those in a very small micro world that we live in. So what B Corp is, it's actually been about a 3-year journey for us. We were first assessed about 3 years ago. And what they do is they really look at everything from the way you're governed, the way your values are aligned. They dive into your P&L and see, what am I paid compared to the lowest paid person, and making sure there's not a huge disparity of that. They look at the way that we give back. They look at the way that we treat our employees and interview our employees. So they've really take kind of start to finish of how we interact with the communities we serve, both from a client, employee, even looking at the way that we do environmental programs, and are we net neutral from a carbon perspective. So they look at everything, add that up, and if we meet a minimum threshold, we're honored with the certification. But more than that, and I think the story for us is every year we have to get better, and every year we're subject to an audit. So, you know, you can talk till you're blue in the face about what a great organization you are, but when you've got a third-party auditor looking at every decision that you've made as an organization for the last few years, it forces you to hold yourself to a higher standard. And I think for us, that's the most important thing, is kind of having this accountability for everything that we say.
And you are investing, literally investing in employees in a big way. You've got an internal leadership academy, and $3,000 a year for employees for additional training and self-improvement. That's a commitment. You know, it takes a commitment. It's one thing to talk about it, but again, you're making a dollars and cents commitment to employees.
Absolutely. And so for us, I think it comes back to 2 key things. And somebody put it really well, is you can tell the priorities of a person or an organization by 2 key things, is where they spend their money and where they spend their time. And I think for us, last year, for us and every business, and certainly us, we were able to be a bit more flexible than some. So I understand where I come at a bit of a bias here. But at the end of it, in 2020, we were forced to look at everything and figure out ways to do things better. And one thing we never cut was anything related to our employees, anything related to training. We secured our B Corp certification. We gave 3X back to the communities that we serve. And so for us, I think we used that as a chance to say, in good times, we believe this. And in bad times, we also believe this. And I think that level of consistency has been a big part of, perhaps why we're talking today.
Yep. Going forward, I think we're all looking forward to the post-pandemic world. As you look at post-pandemic growth opportunities, what do you see in the future for GadellNet?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, again, we've proven out the model here. We've been here in full form for about 7 years in Indiana. Again, our headquarters is based out of St. Louis, but I, as CEO, actually live here in Indiana as well. So we're going to continue to invest. I think to us, the business of just fixing computers is almost gone. And so for us, we're going to have to make sure that we're nimble. Everything that we're spending money on and developing from a product and a services perspective has to be, how do we look at businesses, whether you're an architecture firm or a construction firm or a law firm, and say, how do you run a better company? And are we supplying the expertise, the people, in order to help solve some of those challenges? Because the challenges are different than they ever used to be. So, and then for us, I think that's going to be the investment, and that's going to be kind of the story of the GadellNet growth, is investing in some of those new and upcoming products and services.
The Exceptional Employer Award, GadellNet Consulting Services, Nick Morelli, the CEO. Nick, thanks very much for joining us. Congratulations on the award, and look forward to seeing you soon.
And a pleasure. Thank you.